Hello, and welcome back to Fate Extra. So, well, fun thing, as of the time of recording, the Fate Extra, what's the name of the thing? I keep forgetting. The remake of this game, was delayed to spring 2026, which should actually be enough for me to actually complete this whole, at least, I don't know if it's enough for me to complete this one in CCC, but it should be enough to at least finish all 3 playthroughs of Extra. So let's not delay any further and let's go into the next day. I almost forgot about the note Alice dropped when she disappeared yesterday. I just realized that I haven't looked at it yet. I was too busy escaping the arena to read it. There may be information about the reality marvel hidden within those scribbles, Praetor. Unfolding the memo, I've read 4 words written there. What is your name? That is the only thing written. What is your name? It might be something within the barrier, but I cannot guess why one would ask such a thing. Could it be the way to defeat the barrier? If so, how do we keep our memories once inside? I really should try to answer the questions while in the marble, but how will I recall my name? Maybe I should ask someone's advice about this. Okay, I wonder who's gonna be. If you and I keep advancing, we'll end up fighting each other. It is inevitable. Even if I wish you'd warned, when the time comes, I won't go easy on you, okay? I couldn't have said it better. Thanks. Great minds think alike. We're bros, more like enemies with a like mind. Well, you don't even have our actual model, so I don't think you're gonna actually fight. I'm here to absorb information. Well, it's more like I'm absorbing data that I can hopefully unravel and make sense of someday. Okay, buddy. And here we have a convo with Saber. Talking with Saber as she rests can be as brutal as a splash of water to the face, or just as refreshing.
待って奏者よ。趣旨を変えよう。こちらばかりでは不公平だ。
I'm taken aback by Saber's remark. She wants to know about me. In other words, she wants me to talk about myself.
記憶が戻っていないのは承知の上だが、それでも知りたいのだ。何でも良いから話してみよ。
I can't speak on demand like some kind of trained parrot. What should I talk about? Doesn't really matter what you answer. All of these lead to the same thing. Nothing comes to mind. I don't know what to say. My past, my values, my preferences, they're so unclear that I feel like I'd be lying if I talked about them. If I had a father, I had a mother who lived in this town. And I can recall those superficial generalities, but not any details. Those kinds of facts are irrelevant to someone like Saber, who wants to hear about me in earnest. If I said that's all there is, I think it would displease her.
不確かなことは口にできぬと？余が知りたいと命じたのにか？仕方あるまい。特別に許す。その誠実さで少しは腹も膨れたしな。しかし、やはり物足りぬ。何もわからないというのは分かった。
I like her playful voice earlier. This time she's calm and steely, just like when she fights. My wish. The one I will present to the Holy Grail if I advance through and win the tournament. Saber must look so serious because knowing why I fight will determine the nature of our relationship. But I don't have a wish. Whatever driving force the other masters have behind them, I just don't have it. I fight because I don't want to die. I fight to survive. That's self-preservation. It's not a wish. Leo, Dan, Ren Tosaka, all the other magi entered the Seraph after training for months or years. That shows willpower I don't have. I'd be lying if I said I had some deeply held wish I wanted granted.
そうか。では考えるがよい。この問いは避けては通れぬ。いずれ必ずそなたの前に立ちはだかる。その時までに答えを見出せばよい。
Even though that's what Saber says, I can tell that she's disappointed by the way she sighs. You know, I wonder if the real me returns, would they have a wish worth killing for? And that's that. I don't really need to say. You talked to that guy, right? He's the one absorbing information. Yep. We could leave a plague around, with kind of multiplied. Going to start a collection? There could be a red Alice, pink Alice. Very funny. A reality marble that causes you to forget your name and self. Would that kitty servant use the magic that high-powered? I'll have to be careful of that. There seems to be a cyber ghost in the virtual space here, but this is a virtual world, so it isn't like anything as it was ever alive in the first place. I injured my enemy in the arena. My next enemy might be you. I was nodding off. It's not like standing here all day gets boring or anything. Well, seriously, cannot stress enough that you should have multiple save files. Once disaster strikes, it will be too late. Yeah, but then again, it's a bit of the saves only save so much, because if you don't have like a save states like I have right now in the arena, you die, you go back all the way to the beginning, and you have to do your grinding all over again, which is a pain in the ass. What's this? It appears that an unauthorized system change was detected deep within the arena. I can't identify who was responsible, but this action is troubling. Hey Ronnie, anything to say? A way to never forget your name. My professor will be able to etch it into your soul. Let me think. I was running into a deep thought. I feel bad seeing how serious your face looks. If it's alright, is it alright if I carve a seal into your body? Don't worry, the pain is momentary, and it's not enough to break your soul, so don't worry. Carve? Break my soul? That's where I politely declined. No thanks, Ronnie, I don't really need that right now. And the last person we can ask is Tosaka. Let's see if she is in the rooftop. As always, she is. A way to not forgetting your own name. So information like that is starting to slip away from you. I explained the situation to Rin Tosaka, who responded in an irritated tone, tinged with worry. So you want a way to recall your name in a reality marble, designed to eradicate memories, right? Hold up a sec. Did you say reality marble? That little rat servant created one? To be able to affect the entire arena in such a long period of time, it's distinctly suspicious. Give me a second. Sorry about had a call right now. To be able to affect the entire arena in such a long period of time, definitely suspicious. She has no heroic spirit, but some kind of malicious hack. I wonder how long she'll last. That's nice and all, but does she actually know a way to get rid of the reality marble? Huh? Why did you just jot down a memo somewhere, like on your arm or something? On my hand. I see. What a blatantly, painfully obvious suggestion. Even if I forget what the word means, if I can't remember to read it out loud, I'll be fine. Maybe. No, maybe it's about it. Sometimes the best solution is the simplest one. Leaving a memo is required to break a barrier. It seems the law of the playground applies here. Do not think of a simple solution. Yeah, I feel like a complete idiot right now. Regardless of my embarrassment, I feel my effort to make an effort to thank her for her help. Why in the hell are you thanking me for something so trivial, you idiot? As expected, oh my god, what is that word? A vituperative response. I know we may have to kill each other, but still I wish we could get along better. Whatever the case, I better write my name on my hand before I forget, literally. You firmly wrote your name on your hand. Thanks, Tosaka. Alright, off to the ground floor. Alpha Hotel Alpha. That is definitely a comic book. Good job, soldier. I shall keep this contraband under tight security. Oh, by the way, your wonderful teacher has another favor to ask. Care to listen? Of course. Yay, you're my hero. Anyways, there is talk of a nice flow on the second floor of the arena. So if you could grab some chunks of ice from it, I'd really appreciate it. Why do I need ice? Well, let's just say this for something that only an adult will understand. If you get some ice from within the third floor, I'll give you one of my prized possessions. It's just another decoration, but it's always nice to have. To decorate our room. And Sakura doesn't have anything to say at all. It's the usual thing. One thing I do wish the remake does is at least do a little bit of more characterization for Sakura, like CCC does. I mean, CCC has a whole route dedicated to her, but like, I do wish she had some other thing to do, right? Uh-oh, that lady got mad. Why'd they get so mad? Maybe because they were scared of going away for good. But they just had to remember their name. Uh-huh, but maybe no one can. Alright. And that's that. We can talk to the flower girl here. What a pretty gladiolus. Gladiolus. And of course the proud gladiolus. It's often associated with forgetfulness. Is something of your past you'd like to forget, or is every memory precious to you? Considering you have amnesia right now, I do think it's every memory is precious to us at this point. And keep going. The outside is going to be another scene with the twins. Right here. How should we play with the lady? If the forest goes away, we won't have anything to play with. And the tea party should end now. No more tea party? That's sad. It's sad, but we have to entertain them until it ends. Uh-huh, but how? How are we cutting their heads off? That would hurt. Uh-huh, it would hurt a lot. But that's okay, we'll find a new playmate. Then, yay! Alice is excited! Yay, me too, Alice! Alice, that's something. There's nothing else to do here. The archer girl isn't in her place this time. Look at the commissary and I'll talk to this guy. Have you picked up the mermaid robe? The gold cast statuette can restore your servant's HP. I recommend using it if the effective ether fragments aren't cutting in anymore. We don't have nearly enough money for that right now. We have 4,000 and we need 12,000 or something like that. I tell you, I just saw Alice girl, but she just disappeared. Do you think that maybe she's some kind of witch or something? We're all technically witches, since we're magi and all of that, right? I ran into my opponent while in the arena and pushed him around until he ran away. There are no more enemies in the world, just obstructions. Just vermin to be killed. Well, looks like killing your boyfriend took a toll on you. And off to the second floor we go. Now, operator, read out loud that nonsense you wrote in your hand. Francis Xavier. Wait, calm down, don't panic. I'm not sure what these words mean, but I know it's dead wrong. The other name below Francis seems okay to be read out loud, though. Little nice fourth wall break over there. Okay, Hakuno Kishinami. Hakuno Kishinami. The words come out of my mouth mean nothing to me, but an atmosphere so hostile before instantly loses any sense of foreboding. And we're free! The greatest obstacle has been cleared from our way. Let us make haste, traitor. Uh-oh, the nameless forest is all gone. The nameless forest disappeared. I'm sad. Now we've got to come up with another game to play. It'll be okay, Alice. The clock will chime soon, and then we can play all we want. Are you sure? Is it gonna be okay broken? It'll be okay, Alice. We gotta wait for now, but we can have lots more fun later. You're right. We gotta save the bestest fun for later. Bye-bye for now, lady. Goodbye, lady. And they're gone. A nameless forest. That sounds like a name of the name of the reality marble, and perhaps a clue. And that's Matrix 2 for us. Alright, we can just go ahead now and go. We already explored quite a bit of area just by playing tag with Alice, so we can go ahead around. I'm gonna check the new info when we end the day. And show up. I think this is a new enemy. Just a recaller again, but an Earth Call. I'm gonna go ahead and do this so you can see the animation for this thing. Let me see. It has half their health, which is insane. Pretty good. It's alright, we killed him either way.
失せるがよい
You got 100 XP, 400 points. It's good in general, farming wise. When they stop giving you 100
始めよう死ぬ出直せ
XP, it's the one you should say, okay, that's enough grinding for now. Because otherwise you're just gonna take way too long.
芸がない
Nice.
肩慣らしにはちょうどよい
This is a dead end, so we might as well go ahead and grab the item that's hidden there. There we go, we need first fragment. Let's also just do that.
心遣い助かる
We need to waste as many items as possible to upgrade our that skill we just got. Yeah, it's the same pathway we went when we got to Alice. Only the parts above are the ones we need to explore more. Otherwise, it's just this same old thing. There's this area here we want to at least poke our heads in. There we go. And over there we got the same type of enemy again. Here. Now these guys, it's normally safe to just do this pattern. More times you're gonna get it correctly. Even if you don't, you get quite a bit of damage either way. There we go.
大義である
Almost at level 19.
この程度の増票では物足りぬ
Alright. Let me take a look at the map. Yeah, we have a way to our right, so let's go to right. Hey, buddy. He has guard on free, so that must mean it's this one, this one, this one.
よい始めさって古いなさせぬ
There we go.
受けるがよい
He's gone.
大義である今のはいい戦いだったな見とれていいぞ
There's nothing here. No secret passageways. Nothing of the sort. So it's good to hug the walls, just in case. But I don't think this one has any special areas.
いざ
There we go, another fun guard on 2. That means one thing. It's only this one.
始めさせぬ古いなそこは動くな
There we go.
もらったぞ世の勝ちだな大事な探索を続けよう
There we go, another one of these. These ones are already a bit more familiar with. It's the what are they called? Yeah, those guys. Alright, let's go for this. This. Wait, hold on. Let's go for this.
行くぞマスター
I almost messed up that one.
硬いな
I see a little bit of a critical there too.
もらったぞそこを動くな見事な采配だっ
Give us a lot of XP.
たまだ剣のノリが甘いな
Look here, we have a little thing here. The crushed ice.
これはいいも
That
の
Taiga will need wanted. You can take a look at it. Finally crushed ice made from the purest water. Right, we can go up here. No. No, you have to go around. That's where we were already. Yeah. We already grabbed the item, but I'm gonna go ahead and just fight this guy. He gives a lot of XP. And it's not particularly hard to beat. Alright, so it's probably this one this time.
見ているがよいそこ
Yep, I was correct. That should be enough to kill. Ah, I was so close. There we go. We're really close to level up. Just need to beat one guy up. Alright, we can go over here.
姫は美しいが、住居としては実際どうなのだ？世が住むとしたら、熊の毛皮でも着込まなければやってられないが。
Indeed you would, Saber. Right, nothing here, nothing here. Here we can't actually go into the palace. Come here, buddy. Second guards is probably the same one we did the other time. It is indeed. Didn't even get a crit, so we're definitely not gonna be able to take him out. There we go. And we were able to do it in this one. Bye bye. Level up. I am gonna farm after we completed 100% of the map. Honestly, not because of the XP, but more because of the money. I want to buy the mermaid cloak before we end the first selection. That's the magic crystal shard, which is very useful, I will say. Here we have another one of these guys. Now I don't know if the XP we get is dependent on it's dependent on our level or the amount of skill points used. Because the only thing that matters here, I mean in the in stats wise, is we can just use this. Is the points used. I guess you can see here. The guy gave us like 200 XP, right? Yeah, I guess it's the amount of skill points used determines the amount of XP you gain. That opens that down there. Now we can just roam around here. And come at me. And we're getting more and more info on the guy. Let me see. He has yeah, it's probably just this. He's most likely 222. So yeah, there we go. Nice. An extra turn. Give him a little push. There we go. We're close to getting the what we want. Let's see here. We've got a little bit further over here just to collect that little piece. And oh my god, there is another new enemy over here. It's the last enemy of this area. The Monophobia. They don't actually have all that many different things, but they do have a kind of a unfortunate thing there. Oh, let me see. We can try this one. I think we got it actually. Yeah, we definitely. Oh my god, that's lucky. We got it first try. We get 200 XP from these guys. Too. Down here, buddy. He has guard in the end, which luckily he only has that one for one attack, which is this one. Yeah, we got some nice speed out of that.
今のはいい戦いだったな。見と
There
れ
is
ていいぞ。
absolutely nothing here. It's just a way to complete the map. Go up to another dead end. And over there there's an item, so might as well just go over there. And grab the thing. $5,000 points. Oh, I think we have definitely enough now.
整備の足しにしよ
Yep, we have enough now for the mermaid robe. That's great, actually. Now we're just gonna need to farm a little bit to get to level 20. That's the least I want right now. That's the exit gate. We don't need that one yet.
う。アリーナも随分と複雑になってきたな。この分では次の階層はどうなっていることやら。ライダーのクラスであればもちっと移動も楽であったか。
You'd have a chariot, huh? There we go. Another enemy. He has guard on 2, which he only has on like 2 of them, which okay, let's see if it is this one.
行くぞマスター。
No, it isn't.
そこを動くな。
Weird. I'm pretty sure that was
受けるがよい。
weird. Ah, we were unfortunate on that one, and we got hit twice.
迷うな。自信を持て。
Shard. Right? Let's see. Yeah, it's
よい。
alright.
始めよう。気が利くな。
Okay, are my notes wrong? What the hell?
芸がない。
That was definitely a bit weird.
この手。心が助
Well,
かる。
I'm gonna get ambushed right now.
では。
His attack on 3 and 4. So that means this. Let's
見ているがよ
see.
い。
Okay, I think this one's right.
出直せ。
Yeah, this one's correct. That was definitely a bit weird.
受けるがよい。
Boom.
さて、
And he's gone.
大義である。次から次へと。
Alright, and we got Imp Spell.
瞑想とは運が良い。
The Imp Spell is negates a single stat buff. Not all that useful, I will say. An excessively outrageous belt studded with countless steel rivets. I will say it's not that good, I will say. And we got the trigger. That child is going to be trouble. Although we have obtained a Saber key, we cannot ignore her.
一つ問題解
And
決だ
that
な。
is everything. Let me take a look here at the map. Yep. Yeah, we got everything. Nice. Oh wait, not everything. Yeah, we still need the exit gate, whatever. But yeah, we got everything. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit more of farming. Let me see. How close are we of leveling up? 1,000, almost 2,000 XP. Alright, yep. Alright, so without anything else, give me a little bit of moment and we'll return and I'll be level 20. See you in a little bit. Alright, here we are again, and we are level 20 at this point. And that's gonna be it, well, for now. So let's keep going. Indeed. Let's get out of here.
では部屋に戻り休むとしよう。
Let's see, I think I got everything. Saber's asleep. Yep, we've got everything. Nice. Alice, and we got Nemo's Forest. Acroid and celluloid. Sadistic acrostic. No one is especially special here. Birds are birds and people are people. Entropy suits me to a title. In the end, your name is mine. That's almost a nursery rhyme, huh? Save your progress. I head towards Rin Tosaka to thank her for her hint on how to remove the reality marble. It was a simple trick, but writing my name on my hand kept me from disappearing into oblivion. How did it go? We were able to put Alice's reality marble back in her toy box. Thanks to Tosaka, I dispelled the reality marble that Alice's servant had put in place. Actually, I have something else that I want to talk to Rin about, and that's Alice's strength. Considering how adept Rin is at Spiritron hacker, she might know more about Alice. Abnormal? Well, I couldn't sense any foul play from here on campus. Perhaps her servant is skilled at building alternate worlds, but frankly, the magic needed would overload the human brain and magic circuits. Still, servants have to be fueled somehow. Otherwise, they would just be very powerful objects at rest that tend to stay at rest. If what Tosaka says is true, then whatever Alice says, it isn't human. I've heard about the data of dead people in the Seraph manifest like ghosts on occasion. A dead person's data. There are no ghosts in the Moon Cell, apart from those recorded on Earth. Humans don't die here, so only virtual ghosts are echoes of angry hackers, etched into electrons. Isn't it obvious? People aren't really alive here, so why would their ghosts be here? There aren't any people in here, either living or dead. Just magi who converted their spiritrons and hacked into the surface, like Rin. Even if masters die, this isn't the place their spirits will haunt. The Moon Cell deletes the data of defeated masters, and it's through it's thorough enough not to permit loose data. Data from a deceased person incorporates, it is immediately dismantled by the system. Anyways, the point is this: ghosts can't be created here. But someone who qualifies as a previously deceased might be permitted in the Moon Cell. A ghost. Someone who's been dead since the very beginning. That's what she's talking about. Alright, no more chit chat. We're enemies, don't forget it. And we're in the evening. I think about what Rin Tosaka told me in the afternoon. A cyber ghost. If that's the case, then in the real world, Alice is already... It's not a very happy thought, is it? But if it's true, that child only exists as a soul. What are your thoughts on asking more about this subject at the chapel? If those sisters are knowledgeable enough to perform alterations of the soul, they may know about this. Go to the chapel? Not a bad idea. The sisters who do the alteration of the soul might know something. I'll try to head over there later. And it's a new day, that means detective people. Oh, our friend isn't here yet. And that guy over there isn't here, huh? Let's see what Saber had to say. Nope, nothing new. I think we're still pretty far away from the 100 items needed to increase our skill. A reality marble that strips you of your identity. How intriguing. It's as if your libido rose up and erased your conscious mind. Yeah, that's probably how it works. The reality marble influences your unconscious mind. A reality marble? I've heard about it, but only as some weird thaumaturgical thing. If you're talking about reality marbles, why don't you see that you won't see that many servants using them. Have you been monitoring your status regularly? Just select the status option from the terminal menu to see your current stat levels. You can see your name, nickname, experience needed for next level, and your equipment. Yeah, I know that. In the arena, you can quickly reset the camera to behind you by pressing circle. If you seek knowledge, look no further than the books around you. They know many things. The word library just doesn't just do justice to this place. It's a verifiable information bonanza. Yeah, I mean, it would make sense. We're inside a supercomputer. The library is probably just an aesthetic. That server must be powerful to use a reality marble. The master too, for that matter. Is that girl even human? I wonder, huh? Anyways, like usual, let's go to the upper floors. There is nobody there, not even Alice. As usual, yeah, nobody here. This hallway is very rarely utilized. Is there something you wish to ask me? You might want to ask one of the fellow masters about this. Hey, Ronnie, you have anything to say about reality marbles? A reality marble? My apologies, but that is outside of my expertise. I do not know. Huh, that's interesting. At least she's straightforward, right? I don't know, so I'm not gonna waste your time. Hey, Rain, I know we just had a conversation, but nobody, she isn't here. Okay, that's just it. Go to the first floor again. Tyke isn't here, so we can't deliver the ice to her. To me, the arena is no different than any other place. Also, thanks to my servant, any low-rent enemies I come across turn and run when they see me. That's kind of bad. You do kind of need to fight them to get XP. I've finally gotten used to this place. I can run and fight without wanting to hurl. Now I just have to worry about my servant wanting to drag me around everywhere. Nope, nothing special for her. Anyways, Flower Girl is in here. Alright, what do you have to say? You're not here for an alteration. Then what are you here for? To take advantage of my free time? When I tell her I'm not looking for an alteration, Toko Aozaki responds with irritation. Before her mood entirely sours, I ask her about the two Alices and about ghosts. Ghosts? Well, isn't that quaint? Toko Aozaki becomes more animated as she turns my way and says more. What we perform on servants through their masters is a mod to their magic certificates. We sculpt your spiritual bodies in a way that maximizes the flow of energy from master to servant. I've seen those Alice girls plenty. It's not for me to say whenever they're twins, but from what I can see, the girl is what people call a ghost. If she is indeed a cyber ghost, she have no bodily limitations to her magic output. Without a brain to turn off or to burn out, she would have no limits. Even if her soul started to break apart, she would continue to spew magic until it all burned out. Still, for a ghost to utilize so much magic, she need excellent compatibility with her servant. Do you know her servant's class? Recalling that brute, I conclude that it must be a berserker. That is what I answer. A berserker? Are you sure you aren't mistaken? The servant's using a large-scale reality marble, right? That's not a berserker style. A reality marble is highly advanced thaumaturgy, so you think about it, a caster would make more sense. I'm sure there's more to the story though. A berserker wouldn't use a reality marble? What does that mean? But if that's true, then what in the world is Alice's servant? I haven't solved this mystery of the twins, but I think I know what Alice is special. Are you done asking questions? Then I'll be back to work. It may not look like it, but I am busy. What I wouldn't give for a nice, talented underling who can make a good pot of coffee. After that, Toko Aozaki becomes absorbed in her papers, tuning out everything around her. As my cue to get lost, I offer a slight bow to Toko Aozaki and leave the chapel. Uh-oh, it's a lady. I don't ever want anything bad to happen to us again. Come on, Alice, let's run away. Uh-huh, let's run away now. Where should we go? I want to read a story, Alice. I want to. Let's read a story, Alice. And they're gone. Alice must have run away from me. It would be good to speak to Alice about cyber ghosts. I just need to find where she ran off to. Well, the library, basically. Let me see. Where are we? Okay. Just checking. Okay, before we do the alteration of the soul, let's go ahead and go to the library. Because we're still not done with the chapel. Did the white rabbit come this way? Did we mistake it for the March hare? You're a March hare. That's mean. And what are you gonna do after you catch the white rabbit? Off with its head. Uh-huh. Run, bunny. Guess what? The white rabbit's here. Where? How do you know? Because it's been staring at us. Why is it staring? Why won't he come out and play? No, we have to play later. You're right. We'll see you later. We're looking forward to playing with you. Then, in a blink of an eye, both Alices disappear. They're really amazing spirits from hackers. Shinji would be nothing in comparison. They're 1 second and gone the next. As if the system rules don't apply to them at all. They're like ghosts. I can see how I, or anyone else, for that matter, can defeat them. That's when I realized there's a piece of paper near my foot. That is reversed. It came... Would... Wait, huh? Yeah. It came... And... As in... Oh my god, yeah, that is reversed. I can't read reverse. It's gibberish. Should I ask Toka Ozuku again? I might learn something. And off to that we go again, to the chapel. Hey, Toko. Oh, it's you again. I'm busy now. Keep your questions short. I relate what just happened in the library and show her the code I picked up there. She frowns. Again with the quaint things. This is a mirror writing. Anyone can read this with the aid of a mirror. And don't ask me for one. Find it yourself. A mirror. There must be a mirror somewhere. I better find one. Weren't you saying a little bit ago that you thought your enemy servant was a berserker? Think again. A reality marble is a tool used by servants with low combat ability. That is not a berserker style. So tell me, which came first? The berserker or the reality marble? Her words spark a realization. The berserker didn't exist before the reality marble. They're both one and the same. First, I'll solve the mystery of this code. There must be a mirror somewhere around campus. Yeah, it's probably in the bathrooms. Alright, we don't need to return here, so let's just do the alteration. I'm gonna get the, there we go. That went to a level C, and just increase our strength for now. Alright, that's it for now. There we go. And yeah, there's the bathroom. But what happens if we go into the opposite gender bathroom? That's right, the bathrooms. Now that I think about it, I can use the mirrors in the bathroom. Heading to the boys' bathroom is probably a bad idea. I should use the girls instead. But what if I really want to? Although the boys' bathroom has a mirror, I should use the girls' bathroom instead. I must use the mirror in the boys' bathroom. It's not to satisfy my curiosity. There's a mirror. I hold up the code to the mirror and turn to read it. It turns out to be English. Let's see. And in Ufish, though he stood, Jabberwock, his eyes aflame, whiffed through the tulgey wood and burbled at it as it came. 1, 2, 1, 2, the vorpal blade went crack. He left it dead, and with its head, he went galloping back. Monster that can get decapitated with a vorpal blade. Jabberwock. The name of the monster written on the note Alice dropped, so it means that is her friend's name. I wonder. I might be able to learn more if I head over to the library. So, okay, at this point, we have the Vorpal Blade, Jabberwock, a character named Alice, place the second floor arena literally describes Wonderland. You can pretty much say this is Alice in Wonderland we're talking about in this point. But you might be asking, why is a fictional character a servant? Is that even possible? I mean, yeah, sure it is. You see that in Fate Stay Night a little bit. Right, we can go to the library on the second floor. Go into over here. I found a description for the Jabberwock in the literature encyclopedia. Should I read it? Read it. The Jabberwock is the titular monster of the poem Jabberwock by Lewis Carroll. The poem appeared in Through the Looking Glass. The poem portrays a nameless hero's quest to slay the fearsome beast. Oh, hello lady, what you reading? Alice suddenly appears behind me. Alice used to like books with bunnies and mice too. I'm going to ask Alice about this Jabberwock I just read about. Is their servant's true name Jabberwock? Huh? The Jabberwock isn't a servant. The Jabberwock is my... Shh, Alice, that's no talk about that. Huh? We have to go bye-bye now. I might wake up from the dream if we talk too much. Yep, see you later, lady. And they're gone. But I've learned that while the monster is in fact a Jabberwock, that is not their servant. If that's true, then it's like Toko Ozaki said. Alice's servant is actually black-clad Alice. That's what's more. That means servant Alice is a caster. Doesn't mean they're not twins, but the servant is a copy of the master. Still haven't quite got to the head of the matter. I think I'm heading in the right direction. I feel like the truth is within my arm's reach. And we got the last matrix before we get to the last one. Alright, and that's basically all we can do right now. We can go ahead into the arena. We can take a look at that, whoops, not status, at the matrix. And see Alice, Jabberwock, Nameless Forest. Names to be uncovered and places still unknown. Fire-breathing dragons and cloud-sprouting giants. And magics that are monsters in the shadows. Maybe, just maybe, the words of adults are lies. The truth of it all is in Professor Dogson's mind. Territory Creation A. The smallest door, the maddest tea party, the checkered board in the Rainbow Meadow, the riddles of the Chatty Twins. But my favorite of all can only be this one, the invitation to the Manless Forest, where it all can be forgotten. So yeah, this is pretty obviously, if you know your nursery rhymes, I guess you could say, you know this is Alice in Wonderland. Or at least a version of Alice that looks suspiciously like the master and servant. Did you say reality marble? They do exist, just not often. Hey, pull out a victory, okay? I'll make things easier for me in the future. Okay. Archer Girl is here too. A reality marble is high-level thaumaturgy that only elemental demons or gifted magic can perform. If you ask me, I'd say Alice's servant is a heroic spirit who's extremely talented magus. Commissary, there's this guy. A beautiful, respectable girl was here earlier, eating delicious curry bread. She kept mumbling to herself how she never had anything like it before in her life. Wow, just wow. I never knew that there were people like her in the world. Yep. Let's just buy ourselves the mermaid robe. There we go. We don't really need it right now. As good as the HP restoration is, well, we don't really need it. You look a bit more serious about things now that it's day 5. I think you got slapped around the arena by that Alice girl. It will make it far enough so that we end up facing each other in the Coliseum. Sorry girl, you don't have a model. An actual important model, so I don't think that's gonna help much. And we can go to the second floor of the arena. There's nothing here. It's a good thing to farm and stuff like that. Tiger's gonna show up tomorrow. And yeah, we can... I'm not gonna go out of my way to fight enemies. I'm just gonna go ahead and fight those that aren't the closest direction. There, we can just do that, and then there's artillery, and just that, honestly. Ah, he guarded. That's a shame. There we go.
芸がない。大事な探索を続けよう。蹴散らす。行くぞ
I
マ
really
スター。
don't really care, I'm gonna be honest. Just
さあ、踊ってもらうぞ。
there we go. That's 500 damage when he's not guarding. There we go.
芸がない。
And we got 4 we got 4 points. That's kind of a fun number. It also is a bad omen, I guess you could say. Since 4 is like the number of death in some Asian cultures. Alright, we can just keep going. I'm not gonna go ahead and go all the way back for that guy. No, thank you. Anyway, you. I think that should be enough. Yep, give me damage. There we go. He falls down. Got a bit of XP. And we can just use this to heal her. Whoops, that's the wrong way. Just do that. Yep, give me damage. Give me damage. There we go. Nice. Heal her up a little bit. Yeah, you already basically got everything from you. He's 2-2, so it's really easy to just take him out right now. Now I can one cycle him since we have more what do you call it? More damage, more strength. We can just go over here, fight this guy again. Come here. That's a shame. We don't know what he's gonna use here. Let me see. With attack, he's probably gonna go break. Yep, it is break. And that's that. We're getting a bit useless remedies. Like I don't think I don't remember, but I don't think many more enemies are gonna have poison as attacks. Which is basically just Robin Hood there. There you go. Extra. There we go. Worst what comes to worst, we can sell all the remedies we have. There's the other guy. Come here. You give a lot more XP. Just use this one for last time. Guard on 4. I'm gonna try this one. No. Yeah, let's try this one. bang, bang, bang. 500 damage, it's a lot actually. And he's gone. Yeah, see, we only had 100. Almost, we got a little bit of diminishing returns right now. I'm fighting these guys, it's not really worth it at this point. Let me see, yes, guard, so it's probably this. There we go.
世の勝ちだな。まだ剣のノリが甘いな。
And that is the end. This area, whatever. Let us go back.
では続きは後日に。
And we got everything. And let me see. And if anyone wants to know, monophobia is the fear of being alone. Alright, that's pretty much it. We already found everything there is to find. And let's save our progress. Save. And that's gonna be it for now. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for Fight Extra, where we have one extra day of grinding if you really need to, and gonna finally go ahead and fight Alice in the arena. And with that said, I'll see you later. Ciao.